May the Force be with you. For over 40 years, this iconic phrase has echoed across galaxies, becoming synonymous with adventure, heroism, and good versus evil. In today's video, we're gonna break down the entire Star Wars universe. So let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're taking a look at the Skywalker Saga, analyzing its 3 trilogies. Now, do me a favor, hit that like button if you've ever wielded a lightsaber or snuggled a Wookiee. Now, when we talk about Star Wars, we're talking about George Lucas's space opera. He created a world of Jedi Knights and Sith Lords, of intergalactic trade disputes and wars that spanned millennia. But most importantly, he gave us stories of hope. First, we'll traverse the prequels, then the originals, and finally, the modern era. Each trilogy offers a distinct flavor, but together they form a continuous narrative spanning generations. It's a tale of a family marked by great good and great darkness. And so the story began. With the prequels, the story of the Skywalker family began not with a bang, but with an annoying Gungan. Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, introduced us to a republic on the brink of collapse under the weight of its own bureaucracy. Trade disputes with the greedy Federation, controlled by the nefarious Sith Lord Darth Sidious, was giving the Republic a headache. Enter Jedi Masters Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. They were sent to negotiate peace. Instead, they got caught up in a battle and crash landed on the planet Naboo. There, they meet a young slave boy named Anakin Skywalker, who was prophesied to be the chosen one who would bring balance to the Force. Well, Anakin impressed them with his pod racing skills and mechanical aptitude. Qui-Gon believed he was the chosen one. But before they could take him home to Coruscant for Jedi training, Qui-Gon met his demise at the hands of Darth Maul. But Maul's master, Darth Sidious, would also play a role in the events of Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. By this point, Anakin had been taken in by the Jedi Council and trained under Obi-Wan. But even as he excelled, his unchecked emotions caused trouble. The Republic was still at war with the Separatists led by the mysterious Count Dooku, also a former Jedi. As tensions escalated, Anakin fell in love with Senator Padme Amidala, a forbidden romance. Then a big twist. Dooku was revealed to be Darth Tyrannus, another Sith Lord, meaning Darth Sidious had another apprentice. This discovery confirmed that the Sith had returned, and the Jedi were indeed facing a greater threat than they had realized. But it was in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, that the full might of the Sith was unleashed. By now, the Clone Wars were raging, and Anakin, driven by fear of losing Padme and manipulated by Chancellor Palpatine, who was actually Darth Sidious, turned to the dark side. The Jedi were betrayed, nearly wiped out, and the Republic collapsed, giving way to the Galactic Empire. Anakin, renamed Darth Vader, and Padme lost their children, and Padme herself died in childbirth. In the end, Darth Sidious was victorious, but he didn't know he had created his own undoing. Luke and Leia, the twins left in the care of different guardians, were destined to bring balance to the Force in ways he hadn't anticipated. Now, there's a lot to unpack here, but let's keep it simple. The prequels show us how the good guy can turn bad. We see the fall of Anakin Skywalker, a tragic tale of loss and manipulation, leading to the birth of Darth Vader. Punchline: from prophecy to tragedy, the prequels chart the fall of a hero into the shadow of Vader. But don't worry, things took a turn for the awesome in the original trilogy. Episode 4, A New Hope, introduces us to a farm boy named Luke Skywalker living on the desert planet Tatooine. His life changes when he meets 2 droids carrying a message from the imprisoned Princess Leia. With the help of the wise Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke embarks on a mission to rescue her. Together with the smuggler Han Solo, they infiltrate the Empire's ultimate weapon, the Death Star, a moon-sized battle station capable of destroying entire planets. Luke uses the Force to guide his shot, destroying the Death Star and dealing a major blow to the Empire. Now, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, picks up with the Rebel Alliance on the run. After a devastating attack on the ice planet Hoth, Luke travels to Dagobah to train with Yoda, a wise Jedi Master. But his studies are cut short when he feels his friends are in danger. Despite Yoda's warnings, Luke journeys to the Cloud City of Bespin only to be captured by none other than Darth Vader. The truth revealed in a famous line, "I am your father." The episode ends with Vader seemingly winning, leaving the heroes battered and separated. In Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, Luke has become a Jedi Knight. The final showdown takes place. Luke confronts Vader and Darth Sidious aboard the second Death Star. As the Emperor tempts Vader to join the dark side, Luke appeals to his father's better nature. In a moment of redemption, Vader kills Sidious, sacrificing himself to save his son. With the Emperor gone, the Empire crumbles. Luke, Han, and Leia are reunited. The original trilogy ends with a celebration of victory and hope for the future. There's a lot to digest here, but the original trilogy needs no explanation. It's Star Wars at its finest. The original trilogy is the heart of Star Wars: rebellion, friendship, and a father's redemption. But as we know, the Star Wars story doesn't end there. Let's wrap things up with the sequel trilogy. Episode 7, The Force Awakens, is set some 30 years after the fall of the Empire. The New Republic has formed, but a new threat has arisen: the First Order, a military machine that includes the enigmatic Kylo Ren, a troubled Force user who has fallen to the dark side. Meanwhile, on the desert planet Jakku, a scavenger named Rey possesses an inexplicable connection to the Force. Her life changes when she crosses paths with Finn, a stormtrooper who defects from the First Order, and Poe Dameron, a Resistance pilot. Together, they go on a mission to find Luke Skywalker, the legendary Jedi Knight, hoping to bring him back to help defeat the First Order. But before they can reach Luke, Kylo Ren captures Han Solo, who was searching for his son, leading to a heartbreaking confrontation. Rey and Finn confront Kylo Ren on the Starkiller base, but he defeats them. At the end of the episode, we learn that Rey's parents were likely killed in a First Order attack and that she is connected to the Skywalker family through blood. Now, Episode 8, The Last Jedi, sees the Resistance on the run from the First Order. Rey journeys to Ahch-To in search of Luke, but finds him disillusioned and reluctant to return to the Jedi ways. Meanwhile, Kylo Ren struggles with his place in the conflict, torn between the dark side and the memory of his father. As the Resistance faces annihilation, Luke returns as a Force ghost to help inspire his allies. And in Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, the Resistance faces its final battle against the First Order. Rey and Kylo Ren are thrown together as they race to stop the resurrected Emperor Palpatine from destroying the galaxy. Rey discovers that she is Palpatine's granddaughter, but rejects her dark heritage, embracing the Jedi way instead. She reunites with Finn and Poe, and with the help of Luke's Force Ghost and the spirits of Jedi past, confronts Palpatine one last time. In the climax, Ben Solo, Kylo Ren redeemed, sacrifices himself to save his sister, Rey, and the entire galaxy. In the end, Rey takes the name Skywalker, symbolizing the continuation of the family's legacy and the triumph of good over evil. That's a lot of starships, droids, and lightsabers. The sequel trilogy concludes the Skywalker Saga, leaving us with a sense of closure and hope for the future. It's a story of legacy, the power to choose who we are, no matter where we come from. So there you have it, a galaxy far, far away condensed into 9 incredible films. The Skywalker Saga is more than just a space adventure. It's a timeless tale of good and evil, hope and despair, love and loss. The story may be over, but the Force will continue to inspire us all to believe in the power of good, the importance of family, and the strength that comes from within. What's your favorite trilogy? Which character resonates with you the most? And what's your favorite moment from the Skywalker Saga? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching.